Good morning. This is Cypress Golden Bronze, better known as Queen Cypress. I hope everything is going well. I just got finished looking at Roland Martin on News Now. That is my favorite. Even though he would never have me on his show, first of all, I'm not professional political person. I'm just a professional Obama hater, and he wouldn't have me on his show. But that doesn't mean I don't look. I look every morning faithfully here in Los Angeles. And Roland, you just left here, so you come on at 4 o'clock here Pacific time in California, and it really gets my day started, no matter whether I agree with everything or not. I really love News Now. What they were talking, they had Obama talking about something. Because notice I don't know. I got up and left. I can't believe what's about to happen. His choice for replacing Scalia. Watch what happens. Because I agree with Roland Martin. I agree with him 100%. He needs to put a black female. She covers everything. Because I don't know, are there any black females that don't have the heart to touch police brutality and try to fix that and hook it up so that they can stop, so that they can start being punished for the injustice of not doing any time, nothing, for unjustly not doing things correctly and fairly. And fair is not even the word when you have shot someone inappropriately. We need someone in there that's going to do that. And a woman, a black woman, not having any feelings behind that, then we really need to check black people. Because we already have a president that felt he didn't have to say anything. And it was down at the people when he did. We already have a president we've already been through in a long time. And there's still people holding banners for him. So that's the kind of people we are. I don't know what makes us choose or what we see in people like that. Is the suit or the Harvard degree, or what could it be when someone puts something in your face and you still hold a banner to them? And we've done that over for centuries. Civil rights. There's some with civil rights. Now the young people are trying to get other people that were involved in the civil rights movement and even lost their lives. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about not only the blacks that were involved with the civil rights, but the whites too, because that might be some unity that you can bring with people if you know that, hey, we were there for you too, and we got killed. Or my son or daughter was in that, and they found them in Mississippi in a car. Do we know their names today? So what kind of game do we play as black people? We don't expect President Obama to say anything about race, because he'll lose his job. But yet and still you sit night and day listening to Bernie Sanders talk about everything, Black Lives Matter, anything he can grasp hold to. Or maybe he's been that way forever. But why do you need a white person, since it's an issue, to be able to talk like that to you? And you didn't expect Obama and did not correct him when he was wrong and incorrect. Because he was incorrect all the times behind Trayvon Martin, behind Eric Gardner, behind Michael Brown. All those times we should have said something to him about it. It's just like communication. That's a relationship, a marriage. And too many black people voted and put him in office. But I can see, after doing Just Saying and all the little things that I have to say on social media because it's free, everything I had to say, it caused enemies in my family. It's caused most of these black people, my people, are incorrect. And they refuse to be corrected. Listening to these people on the panel that you had this morning, Mr. Martin, it's really scary because none of them mention police brutality. I think just one time. None of them mentioned to Mr. Obama, President Obama, no one mentioned police brutality or asked him any questions about it. Something is wrong with us, because that is the biggest problem that we have right now. There will be no education pipeline if you don't have kids to teach once they've killed them all up. Excuse me. You know? So you have to start mentioning that and being bold. But these are my predictions. I'm going to let you go because I'm kind of don't like talking about it. No, I am not voting. But if I were to vote, I'll be a good voter. I love boisterous people. I just love people that speak their minds because I know where they're coming from. When you're sneaky and you dup, and don't say what you're going to say. Look how long it's taken for anything to come out about replacing Scalia. Who he might have in mind. Is he going to do it? He hasn't said anything. That's irritating to me. I'd rather have someone that can really speak up, you know, and really voice freely. And Trump would be okay, but he's too mean about other races and immigration. That's where he broke with me. You know, Trump just, you know, he excites people. It's what people really have been needing for a long time. Somebody that's going to spit it out and spell it right. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to agree with him, but he does get it out. And it's something that America has not been used to for the past 6 years. Scalia, replacement. Do it, Obama. Or if you don't, and what he chooses, I want you to pay this is an opportunity to right a lot of wrongs. But watch what this president does. And it will be proof that he is a true pawn. He wasn't moving on his own the whole time. Because there's something wrong with somebody that would do that. And it hasn't happened yet. But I just don't have faith in him. I just don't. At all. It's gone. It's broke. Boom. And it taught me something about voting. And to be a good voter, you got to know everything about these people. And we didn't care with Obama. We were happy he was black. Now, come on. Some people just go on and say it for what it really is. And that he's not black because he lived in Hawaii. Now that he doesn't speak up for Black Lives Matter on a frequent basis. Now that he doesn't speak up for police brutality on a frequent basis. You're starting to say, oh, but maybe he hasn't experienced being black. Being grandmother being white and him living in Hawaii. Yeah, but he married a black woman from Hyde Park, Chicago. Have you been there? He knows black. But we didn't check it out to what extent if he would back us. And when he wasn't right with Reverend White, which I have met personally, was a really great. I don't know if he's still around. He is still around. But Reverend White is the bomb. When you can't get along with people like that, or something big happened with that, then there's something wrong. And then he was senator all this time in Chicago. All the problems that Chicago's been having, Obama never, it doesn't stand out. Think about it. Why didn't we hold that with all those promises? And he's really good at that. And I'm going to do, and I'm going to do. And all of it too isn't Congress. This is not what I'm talking about, Congress blocking him. We know that Congress blocked him a whole lot, and we know that they're going to try to block him with the judge thing and all this, which means that's even more important why he should jump on it as soon as possible. But duh, that's not going to happen. But we should have paid attention. If you got the worst police brutality or black on black, whatever, I don't like to exit to black on black, because there's reasons, there were things put in place for the black community to be, and Black Panthers is one of them. I want to tell somebody that the FBI dropped crack cocaine in a warehouse, and this is how it came into, crack cocaine came into the black community. Black Panthers were not the ones that was offending people, or it wasn't the Black Panthers, it was the FBI. It was the white people that that were afraid of them because they found out that they had a right to bear arms. That's the fear that you're talking about. Right on, Beyonce. Thank you. Now, Beyonce is on it. What happened to Obama? No, he's black, and he's been living black. When he went to school, he was black. When he went to the store, he was black. You know, so he knows what it's about. But for it to constantly overlook that on a consistent basis, that would be in all my speeches. And people say, oh, you know he can't say that. No, why not? Who told you that he can't say that? Where is that written? I've been told that so many times. Where is it written? It isn't. He is a leader. And a leader should have took reins and said something about it. But we can see the reactions of white people. Their reactions to Beyonce. Now they're pissed off because she didn't have a little white girl in that group, dance group. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I would do it every time you turned around. I would have an all black crew, because we have a right to be black. You know, I don't want long stringy hair. I used to wear wigs, and it was weighing me down, and then they give you stuff in your scalp, and why would I want to look that way anyway? Why can't I just have my little twirly twisties that looks like buckwheat? I had a white lady ask me that the other day, and she said, that just looks like something else. I can't put my finger on it. And I said, buckwheat, bitch. Oh, I didn't mean to say that, because they'll throw me off of Facebook. But anyway, getting back, we have a right to talk about our race and who we are, and being proud of it, and not looking down on it, because that's what harms our community more than crack cocaine. Is what we think about ourselves, and we have to think big about ourselves. We can't have these liars. And that panel today bothered me. Those were all women, and there were some women on there that I just am not, and they're at these meetings and stuff talking like that, and it's just real sad. That means, you know what that means? We will not get anything done that way. With people like that sitting around the fire. This is what I told you before. With people like that, we'll go nowhere. Because most of them are still repeating the same thing over and over again. You know, and they do nothing but just put their organization on the map. Then they had like 5 different organizations. Then they're all black. All these black people are in different organizations other than Black Lives Matter. That wasn't good enough for them, so they went and started something else. That is scary. When you know what that means, that black people cannot unite and do anything. We can't. Because this one thinks they're right, this one thinks they're right, this one thinks they're right, and we'll never. And one thinks he's got more education because he's got more education, he's more qualified. You know, and that's what I feel about Trump. Actually, I like the way Trump speaks up. I'm so sorry. But I don't like his viewpoints on people in general. Immigrants, I don't like this. They need to get that immigration reform started, paying people right for doing jobs. You know, that's very important so they can take care of their families. Stop doing raids on Latinos from, what is it, Guatemala? Or it's several different places. They're trying to process them and send them back. And I'm just thinking, if they're here, you know, take care of them. If there are people running, because see, those countries that we're talking about, America bashed them, blew them up, blew their poorer sections up, all that, and started back during the Vietnam War. And you can possibly see some of this, I'm not sure, with what everything, and I haven't looked in a while. You can possibly see some of it on YouTube. Okay, just kind of put it Guatemala, the attack on Guatemala or whatever, and then you can kind of get an idea of where America does play a big part in that particular place not being safe to be lived in. So things like that, caring about people, Mr. Trump doesn't have it, but he has everything else. You know, he's got the fire, he's bold. I love that. I miss it. And John Christie was like that too. And Rand Paul, I'm so sorry he had to drop his. So here we go. You know, I just hear these things in flight because I have made a decision. I'm not going to be involved. I don't believe in the voting process. I believe these people are doing the same old thing. Here, they done did voters' rights a long time ago. And here we back at the same thing. Something we're not doing right. And they can do whatever they want. Those Republicans in Congress, they make the laws and the rules, and they can do whatever they want. So what, you know, you go out and you vote, and I am upset about my vote for Obama. Yeah, he flickered it, you know, because I said something's not right with this whole thing. And I've decided, no, I don't feel bad of my ancestors. No, I do not feel. My ancestors are just that on the other side, and they can see where this is not the answer. So they're going to do what they want to anyway. Trust me, because they're going to get away with it. Because we don't have black people in the government that are accountable to let people know different things or help people. And they don't have enough of that for me. So there's no one to vote for. There's none of the policy, none of it. Because the only thing I am interested in is police brutality. If you cannot get that right, you can't get nothing right to protect these children of tomorrow and of today. So I'm just not interested. And with the black people talking and what they talk, I don't want to hear what they talking about. I did not like his roundtable today at all. And they were women. So they could have mentioned that Obama should choose a black female to go in that spot. But they didn't even do that. They were at a round table with this man, with this president. And it's just so out of order to me. That's the direction the black race is going in. Just take a look at it. And that's where it's going. Same place, same time, same bad channel. So everybody have a good day. And I'm going to try to dress this webcam. I love doing these things, but it takes a lot of work. I'm going to tell you, just to do it yourself. So, let me go now. Have fun and be happy. But remember, please be careful. Oh, I wanted to say this about the little white girl. I don't know what her name is, but she was way out of order talking about Beyonce. You know, see, that is what I'm saying. That's a lot of nerve. And she was talking things she didn't know nothing about, which is very dangerous. To keep repeating that kind of stuff. And the black boy handled it really good that she was talking to. He handled it well. But if it had been me, you know what I was thinking? Why can't I do this? Why can't I just get an opportunity to be on a TV show and put these kind of people in their place? Why not me? This is my. And I